Welcome in. It is me. It is I, the Arcana Angel. Spirit led cornbread fed. Welcome in. Welcome in. 23 and I. Prime time. Of course, we're going to give honor to the Most High as we step into these universal energies: air, water, fire, and earth. Inviting in the spirit of wisdom and truth that this reading is great and that we have our understanding. And inviting you in, whatever species you identify with. Come on in. Come on in, come on in. Because it's a lot of energy. It's a lot of energy going on. Today we got Uranus and Gemini. We got Neptune, retrograde and Mars. We got 5th house and 9th house activation. I don't know where your 5th and your 9th house is, but the 9th house is all about exploration and the 5th house is all about passion. So hopefully you are in a good place, and if not, you are getting the opportunity to move in a good place. That's what this whole transit is about, right? Getting out of the rut. If you were feeling stuck in a rut, this is your opportunity to get out of it. You can use this energy to the best of your ability. Everybody don't have the same abilities. Everybody don't have the same gifts. So to the best of your abilities. That's why this energy is all about not looking around, but looking at yourself. Spirit, especially with that Gemini energy that came out, Spirit had already told us that we have to be, even though we are in partnership, we still have to be individuals. This is a time to seek out your individual goals. This transit hasn't been around since 1965. 1965 was the last time that this particular transit has came around. And so I went back to see what was going on in 1965, and it was, of course, the voting rights, right? Racism was, I think it was like racism, racial votes, racial discrimination was torn down, right? We are moving into the age of Aquarius, so that follows right along with that, right? Breaking down walls across cultures, cross-pollinating, breaking down walls across culture. Assassinations, 2 of our greatest leaders in the Black community, hey Crystal, was assassinated. I have been saying, they don't make people like they used to make them no more, because we haven't had an assassination in a long time. And right when I was telling that to my daughter, then they attempted that assassination on Trump. But bad timing. This is divine timing. This is prime time. Not to go assassinate the president, but you know what I'm saying. To assassinate the president. But anyway, moving on. The Vietnam war escalating, and I just got off the internet, and they threatening to drop bombs on America, where I am in the South, in Israel, right? So the war is escalating, right? Remember, nothing under the sun is new. It all comes back, and the same energy is the same energy. The energy is the same. The people are different. In the Vietnam War, they had an operation called Rolling Thunder, and it was about sending out ground troops. And that's what Spirit dropped their mind. He said he's getting the troops grounded, which that's us. He's getting us grounded, so we go get grounded today. Oh, and another thing that stood out, 1965 was a big youth movement. And I don't know where you are in the country, but in the United States, they have been targeting the youth. Like literally, the youth has been disappearing. And so that might have something to do with it. Youth movement. I know, when you think of youth movement, you think of protest or the youth breaking free, breaking out of certain patterns or whatever. But youth movement, moving the youth. We talked about that, the trafficking of it all. I hate to say it like that, but it is what it is. The clothes changed. It was a space age, right? Big technological breaks in 1965. And as you know, the times you are living in now, technology is getting wicked crazy, especially with this AI stuff that's going on. But all the possibilities that are happening now, this is the opportunity, Spirit said, with that Uranus and Gemini, Neptune and Mars, sudden revelations, sudden downloads, awakening, and life-changing sparks. And that was about, you're right, Uranus and Gemini, change and crossing over, right? We've been saying it's not going to be the life that you had before. So awakening and change, but quiet sparks, like a lot of different personal revelations. Like it's not going to be something that everybody get. These will be your personal downloads. The Spirit said that's why it's important to embrace your authenticity. Neptune is in retrograde, and that's always to tell us, to go back and review. Neptune is the vision, the motion, and Mars. The vision may have been, like I said, you stuck in a rut, right? Stuck in a rut. Now is the opportunity to go see what you need, review it, retrograde, look at the big picture issues, and then get out of it, change it, paint the picture. Look, fifth house, paint the picture that you want. The passion, live the passionate life that you desire, whatever it is, work, love, travel. I mean, it's so many different things. Remember, it's an individual journey. Ninth house is exploration. When exploration came out, I was like, you know what? That's very much giving the energy. That 9 and 5 is giving the adventure spirit, right? Ninth house about exploration. Fifth house about passion. The 5 energy about adventure, curiosity, the things that really drive us. That's why Spirit said embrace your authenticity. You might be partnered up, or you might be working with somebody or in a group, but it's all about you and how your truth, how you display your truth and what you see as truth. Because Mars, you see that sword, it's in a downward position. That's a lie. And I feel like seeking out the truth is going to help us determine how we've been lying to ourselves, right? That Boolean energy, under the energy of the and is a Boolean operator, and it gives value, but it's a true or false value, a yes or no value. And I feel like that's where we stepping into defining what we really want, the yes or the no, the Gemini, the duality of it all, the gateway. Radical, unexpected changes. So expect your life. We just did the small wonder video. So expect your life to be different. Expect radical, unexpected changes. We go break this thing down like a pound so you can kind of get a heads up on what's going on. Because Spirit said he wants us to take inspired action. Mars energy. Vision, inspired action towards your vision. It's time for that dream that you've been having to actually come into fruition. 23 and I. It was 23. They had a 23 and Me program. It was all about DNA. And we talked about it in the last video about the kids. I think the youth, like they looking for certain people, light workers came out. But 23 and Me was 23. The Me in 23 and Me, I looked up Me, and Me stands for unknown medical conditions. It stands for the main cause. It stands for the medical examiner. And for Spirit to take the Me out, these are not unknown. Like I just did a video, a short, I think it said these are known medical conditions. Like whatever is known is known. We know they looking for light workers. We know it's about the DNA, the melanin. We know, right? It's yes or no. Yes, they are. So it's a lot of triggering things going on. Expect to be triggered, right? That's why Spirit want us to be able to, I guess, give us the heads up. So the trigger, when we get triggered, we won't just pop out. Spirit-led, cornbread fed. But under the 0-0 energy, it's a 24-hour clock. So the next 24 hours may be more triggering for you. I saw that it said 23 hours to kill, and I was like, 23 hours to kill, but the first 48, they have 48 hours to solve the case. So this first day, this is the energy that you need. We have that armadillo energy that came out. It's surrounded. I don't know if you can see that, but that's just surrounding it. And then that's red on the outside, on the outskirts. It's like you got today, the next 24 hours to get out this rut, whatever it is for you, right? This waxing crescent moon is all about taking the first steps, all about taking action and having hope, right? All about focus. I feel like somebody has been letting somebody either situations hold them down, that two of wands energy, like either incomplete task or cancellation of plans, things not working out the way you thought it was, or just a mindset that had us introverted. That's part of the energy of the armadillo. It was like resting in the power of the void. The armadillo is in the void, the alone space. Spirit already told us that alone space was where he was nurturing us, where he was talking to us, where he was treating us, where he was that inactivity, that resting place, that where we felt like some of us did go into hiding, right? But it was like taking shelter in our own place, right? So that we can be glad when it do happen. And so I wanted to pull a couple of energies to see, because yellow and red make orange. So I wanted to see what's next. What's gonna come next? Like what's holding the two of wands from coming together, right? What's stopping? What's keeping the task from being completed? Because you don't got but a short time. Hi, cat. You don't got cat dog. How you doing, cat dog? Feels great. But and I loved Cat Dog. I used to watch Cat Dog with my kids all the time. That was one of the cartoons that I did let them watch. And it's so funny, Cat Dog, that's a Boolean energy. One or the other, you either a cat or a dog, and it's like either the cat is pulling or the dog is pulling. So hopefully you figured that out. But it's getting crucial. Spirit said it's getting crucial because it's time to come out. You don't want to miss what the Most High have for you. Page of Swords energy came out, and it's all about exposure and experimental under the influences that we are under. It means so much more. Of course, if you in the tarot land or if you have any kind of knowledge of it, you know it's so many explanations. But today, not tomorrow, today, 24 hours. It's a time to get it. It's a time to, I feel like some stuff is going to be exposed or needs to be exposed. I'm going to pull past influence. I'm going to pull what is on the way. We'll pull, of course, the cows. The cows will pull what is this? What is this that's keeping this dream from coming to fruition? Right? From keeping you from getting that spark that you need, from expanding. What's holding you down? It's either, it could be some strong feelings, right? Or a power struggle. But what it's like, but you connected to spirit. So spirit, it's all about you tapping in, you tapping in. You got to make it work. It's not outside influences this time. It's your influence. And oh, he asked, how do I feel being a YouTuber? I feel good about it, you know, being an influencer, because I want to help people get through situations. I want to help people be able to see beyond what they see, right? Influence comes in a couple of different ways, right? You can either go good or you can go bad. That's the duality. I'm trying to go the good way. I done been through the bad, if you saw my post. But let's see, we're going to break some of these energies down, because that five energy, it came out twice. It came out in the numerology, and it came out in the 23. Curious, 5. Curious to move to a new place. Curious to change. Like curious change is like wanting to change, but maybe not knowing how. It could have been breach of contracts. That breach came out. Could be, hopefully, because I did see miscarriage under here. And then breach. So hopefully somebody's not gonna have like a breech baby. Like if you are expecting, remember, be aware. You might be triggered. That even though even the miscarriages could be triggering because maybe you had them before. Even the thought of having a miscarriage or a breech baby could be triggering for some of that times that stop you from even conceiving, like moving forward to even conceive. But breach of contract, breach of plans would stop somebody from moving forward with the plans and withdraw, right? So somebody could have withdrawn on somebody. Somebody been having financial struggles since 2023, y'all. 2023 could have been could be, it could have something to do with law, something to do with skills, teaching, politics, right? The politics, we in a recession, it seems like we stay in a recession now. Or just social interactions, just like that 1965 issue with the racial discrimination, right? So it's a lot of things about to come into the light. We also got that 23 in me, the DNA test, the eye of the storm, viruses breaking out, possibly new lockdowns, right? It's getting crucial. And I've been telling people before we even went into Corona, the agenda is to get us into a solitude position. I don't know if you saw the movie The Fifth Element, but everybody had their own little bunker, right? And they had eyes. Big Brother was everywhere. Like you couldn't do nothing without it being monitored. So that have a lot to do with the situation. Look, we were talking about financial struggles. Somebody could be seeking to buy something and feel like they don't have the money. Well, Spirit is saying, baby, if you listen and you apply this energy, you will get out of the rut that you are in. The eye of the hurricane, eye of the storm, right? You might feel like you in the eye of the storm, right in the middle of it. You're in the thick of it, right? Could be relationships or some of y'all moving and getting out. 23 means to get out. 23 stands for I'm glad you're gone, right? 23 is I'm moving on. But on the other side, it's also an interest in sensuality and dreams becoming reality, right? So I feel like be easy on yourself because it can go either way. But Spirit is calling us to nurture our dreams or nurture the things we have created or are about to create, right? We got a vision that have been stuck. And Spirit is about to put it in motion if you do the work. If you go along with it. If you use the energy to connect with the Most High. Leaving in trouble. But I said, get out. Glad you're gone. Bye. I'm moving on. Energy. It's time to move on. Time to pack it up and move to the next level. Let's see what the past influences is. Oh, a couple of them. Family issues, karmic partnerships. Baby came out in between it, but I only take the first card and the last card. But baby did come out. So we talking about, I told you, somebody could be at risk of having a miscarriage, could be at risk of having a breech baby, or just needing to nurture your children all together. So be aware. But the strongest energy, look, right up under the strongest energies of the past is relationship and nurturing. Mother, that's that nurturing energy. Spirit said it's time to nurture yourself. I think I just did a short and he said it's time to be nurtured. Like nurture yourself. If your partner is not nurturing you, karmic partnership, your partner, your past partner may not have been as nurturing, caring, and compassionate as they should be, right? That 9 energy is all about a deeper understanding or more compassion. Just love, period. Universal love, all around love, right? So you might not have been receiving that. Somebody might not want to be dating right now. Like, look, I'm good on the dating. And the family issues, the children issues, past issues. So let's see. Let's keep on going, y'all. Break this thing down like a pound. Karmic relationship and mother, past energies holding you down. See, that mother energy, that's giving me that power struggle I was talking about. That what did I the power struggle, or strong feelings, like, not doing something because your family or your mother feels about it, or your children feel about it, or your partner feel about it, like letting other people keep you stuck. But no, that's where that truth come in, that personal truth. You either gonna go now and do it, or it's not gonna get done. Spirit saying take a pay attention so you can connect with these energies so that you can move forward. It is triggering. Somebody's mother might trigger them, or their relationship might trigger them, but Spirit is going to give us the tools that we need to move beyond all that F stuff. Show us what is coming, what is on the way, Most High. What is on the way? Red and yellow make orange. What is on the way? 9 of Wands. Taking your power. Moving forward. Yeah, taking your power back from the devil, 9 of Swords energy. The devil energy. I feel like some people were stuck blaming themselves for situations, or people were indulging in fantasies. Like, it wasn't even the real thing. It wasn't real love. You had a cheating partner, or you were jealous of your partner, or your family was jealous, or even your kids could have been jealous. But it's getting away from that. Look, there's that Boolean energy. Either or. You either gonna stay in this energy, or you gonna call your power back, pull your energy back, and move forward strong and expand. I like that. It's that Mars energy, right? It's the same energetic match as that Mars energy. Motion, moving, getting going. 9 of Wands is a test of faith, right? You either gonna do it, and that's the way I feel like Spirit wants us to feel. Like, we're gonna do this and we'll die trying, right? Get rich or die trying. Like, this is our last shot to go for what we need, right? Because this energy won't be back for another 100 years. Yeah, there'll be other energies we can use, but today, some of y'all, this is all you got is today. 9 of Wands. Rite of passage. Philosophizing how you feel about some things. Wisdom, standing on wisdom. Standing on what you know to be true, that master builder, the 2-2 energy. Ready to expand and level up. Friends trying to spoil it, though. They could have been the ones that came in between your relationship or your parents, right? Jealous. Friends are definitely gonna try to spoil it. But Spirit said you'll get what you want. You will get what you want. It's just gonna take necessary changes, crossing over. Let's break this thing on down and see what's going on. Let's see what this 2 of Wands energy is. Let's see what's this stronghold is. I feel like that's what it is, like a stronghold. What is the stronghold? It's trying to keep somebody there. It can go either way. Oh my God, the Chariot energy. Right, the Chariot, it can go either way, avoiding issues, but look at what's up underneath. The truth is, do you want prosperity, or do you want to keep going back and forth with it? Keep going along with things that you're not really vibing with, right? Spirit is calling us to explore, to journey, to get out there, to be free and do what we need to do. To use the energies that we have occurred, those spiritual messages, 8 of Wands, a whirlwind love affair. If somebody come around and want to love on you, it's time to take the initiative and go forward. But it's that either or energy. Mars energy, motion. It's about to be time to go. Right? You either go along with it, or you're not. You either gonna, I feel like you either gonna be stuck, like I said, avoiding somebody. Could be avoiding somebody, because the Chariot is avoiding. You see how she have her head turned, like she ain't even acknowledging her horses is coming away. The Chariot is coming. Victory is on the way, and she don't even have no spark. No ambition, like no ambition, and the Chariot should be ambitious. You should be excited when you see the chariot coming, because usually these have things in it. The chariot either have important people in it, it either has money in it, resources, supplies, right? So it's like you hiding away is stopping you from receiving the tools you need. How you gonna paint the perfect picture if you don't accept the things that you need, if you don't go along with it? I think Spirit is telling us, hey, be aware, be prepared. Your deepest desires is coming. Or get out the way for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You either gonna get it or somebody else is gonna get it. So it can go either way. But underlying energy, Ace of Pentacles. So in reverse, that's a missed opportunity. But I feel like you just need a new approach. I think that's what Spirit is telling us overall. Just a new approach. Maybe whatever is coming towards you, or whoever is coming in a different way, or needs to come in a different way, come at you in a different way. Or you need to take a new approach to doing what you need to do. Let's see. Let's see what this yellow energy, this knowledge, or this connection to spirit. Baby, knowledge and connection to spirit. Okay, having faith. That's all about, it's always a faith walk. We said that we walk by sight and not by faith. So it's like you know what you know. And if you already know what you know, then you already have made the necessary adjustments. You have already made the necessary observations. You've already formed your opinions, right? You've already connected with certain people, places, or things, or energies that you needed to connect with. But stuck. So how do we get you out of this stuck energy? You know what you know. It's almost like just receive it. Or somebody's about to receive something. The sun is like communication. There's the same chair. Okay, a new approach. That's what's giving me that new approach energy. Because when I look down, I see the same coach, but it's a different color. It's the duality, the opposite. Remember we was talking about it's either yes or no, it's either black or white. It ain't no gray space in this. You already know what it is that you want to do. You already know who it is that you love. You already know where in life that you want to expand. You have learned the lessons from your mistakes, from karma. Spirit said if you remain open, you see how she receiving it? If you remain open, that you actually have a chance for double the happiness, double the money, right? That 8-8 energy. You definitely will have what you need to level up and expand in this energy. I love that. It's just all about you receiving it. It might be a conversation that do need to be held, like maybe with somebody that's wiser or older, because that 9 energy, it does talk about old souls or wise people are using wisdom, right? So you might have to reach out to somebody that's older, somebody that knows. But the high priestess and the sun, whatever it is that you're curious about, you can't get the understanding. Spiritual awareness, the waxing crescent, urging you to be aware, urging you to look up. The Most High is urging you to consider what you want next and go for it. I love this energy so far. Like, all you got to do is you. And it was a, where was it? It said, it's a you versus you thing. It's a you versus you thing. Now, the energy of the armadillo, it does say to pause and wait before you make the move. But Spirit is saying that you already know. And if you do have other questions, right, you have been rethinking stuff, it's okay to take time to rethink it. But you can't sit in this energy. Like I said, Spirit said you already know. You already know about the jealous haters. You already know about the third parties. You already know about the outside influences. You already know about how your family and friends and lovers try to come between you and your dream and keep you small. And Spirit is just saying, how do you want to show up? And when this opportunity show up, are you gonna take it or you go run from it? You go take it or you go run. The hermit and the high priestess, the divine match, divine partnership is on the way. If you're not already in one, if you in one, it's time to nurture it, right? No in and out. It's time to nurture it. Spirit said, if you are already in a divine partnership, wait right here. Wait right where you are at. Somebody looking for somebody. If somebody have already moved on or you about to move on, they gonna be looking for you in the daytime with a flashlight, baby. They is not gonna want you to move on. People gonna be trying to report back. They gonna be trying to get reports and everything. But I do think it would be wise to take that pause, like Spirit is saying. Pause before you go. Pause before you move. Or are you in the pause right now? This is the pause before the move. If you've been, because a rut is like a pause, right? Stuck, like you can't move. So it's actually Spirit is giving us a time to reassess it. Or you have been able to. If you haven't been active, then that's what you have been doing, reassessing your dreams, your goals, who you partnering up with, family values and all of that type of stuff, right? Manifesting alone if you have been in solitary issue, right? Gaining your strength, remaining neutral. If you've been very active, this is what Spirit is saying, before you take the next move, this is your time to really stop and think and get some insight. Look, really stop and think about your dreams. Focusing on the why, Spirit said. Focusing on the why. Let's get an oracle message. Masculine energy. Let's get an oracle message. Yeah, we got a lot of masculine energy. Mars and Gemini. Yeah. Spirit-led, cornbread fed. Focus on the why. Oracle message here and now. Right? I know this card means don't focus on the past too much, right? You did have the bad relationships in the past. You did have bad family issues, mother issues, sibling issues in the past, right? But you here right now. And don't go too far in the future. That's a 5, right? I know you're curious about what's going to happen in the future. I know you're curious about your progress. I know you're curious about what your destiny is holding for you, what's developing. Yeah, look at that, thinking about it. But Spirit is saying remain flexible. Consider what you want next. Consider the why. That's what he said. Consider the why. So we're going to read this and concentrate on the here and now. Like I said, 24 hours. So if you in the here and now, we're not thinking about the future. We're not thinking about yesterday. It's the here and the now. The why. Why? 31, that's a 4 card. Oh, because it's before the change. The 5 is the change. It's before the change, before the adventure. Why are you going on this adventure? Why do you want to make these changes? Why do you desire these things so much, or this thing so much, right? Why do you soothe other people, but other people cannot seem to soothe you, or something like that? Spirit-led, cornbread fed. The why, 31. The Spirit said He's about to give us the scoop. All the old things about to pass away. Depression, old broke down ways of communicating, right? It's about to be a whole new approach. I love that. I love that energy. 31. 23 and me. The why. Motives driving your intentions. There's great power in understanding your motives right now. The oracle asks you to be very clear about why you're asking this question. That might be somebody's wise friend. Like, are you sure? I know when I'm doing readings, I always tell people, clearly decide what you want. Clearly decide what you want. The oracle asks you to be very clear about why you are in getting ready to move, getting ready to upgrade, getting ready to expand, whatever, go on an adventure, to leave a situation. Why? Behaving in this way. Why are you looking for this answer? Why are you behaving this way? What's most important is making this choice. Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. So you had 24 hours focusing on the why, waxing crescent, focusing on the why, 24 hours, decision making time. Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. Why are you staying? Why are you leaving? Why are you acting this way? Not them, you. It's personal, remember. When you are clear about it, your intention will be a magnet for miracles. Motives define the nature of your experience. When you think about something, feel it, and then act on it. Dun, dun, dun. So that vision, remember, inactivity, the vision deferred, the dream deferred until now. Once you get the right coordinates, why am I doing this? What specifically have led me to this moment? Things are going to be set into motion. And then what's next? The change. The change. And what's next? Crossing over. Partnerships. Working. Like new work. New partnerships. Just a whole new life. A whole new world. No, just kidding. Spirit-led cornbread. It says, motives define the nature of your experience. When you think about something, feel it, then act on it. This invisible why is the life force energy within the seed, which brings it to life and holds the potential for growth. Sometimes subconsciously denying the truth may drive you towards a specific outcome. That's what I'm saying. It's like you already done made your opinions. You already have cast your judgments. You've already observed what you needed to see. You already seen it. That's what Spirit said, trust your intuition, 0 energy. Rely heavily on your instincts right now, at this moment. Right now, today. Now is the time for deep soul searching of the why that drives your choices. What you uncover will set you free and bring you closer to the happiness you seek. And not just happiness, remember, double the happiness, double the money, double the reward. It's time to take action. It's time to assert yourself. Don't let that dream be deferred. This is only for the curious spirits. You have to be curious enough to ask those why questions, right? You have to be in High Priestess, trusting your intuition. You have to be in Hermit, always seeking and wondering, that curiosity, right? That rethinking, like think and think again. It's almost like I was telling my friend, when he's a carpenter. And so it's like, what is the rule of carpentry? Measure twice, cut once. Think, rethink it, and make your decision. About to breaking out. Let's get the cause, the cost, the cause, the cost, the catch. It's always a catch. We kind of already know why we're here, but we breaking this energy down so we can use the most effect. I know some of y'all already got it. Like, that's all I got to do. I'm ready. I'm ready. I hope you're ready too. The cause, the cost, the catch, and the change. The eye of the storm, 23 and the eye. Getting out. When I say that 23 means to get out, it made me think of that movie Get Out, where the guy was stuck in, they were harvesting energy and they were using it, other people's bodies, younger people's bodies, to live over the ages. And when I saw that get out energy, I was like, man, that's the way it kind of feels. Somebody's feeling like get out, like they stuck in the energy and they they see everything. Like I said, you're aware of everything that's going on, but you can't move. It's like you stuck. The spirit is saying, consider what you want next. Consider what you want next. Consider what interests you. Two of Cups and the Chariot right back out here. Consider what interests you. Consider who you want to be bonded with. Consider what make your boat float. Consider the potential. Consider, I feel like, sacred mysteries, right? Consider the purity of it all. Consider the health factors. Health all over the board. Financial health, physical health, mental health. It can go either way. Confirmation rules the nation. The Taj Mahal, that was a gift, a wedding gift, right? That guy bought that. Taj Mahal had that built for his wife. It's a wedding gift. Chariot. Moving towards the Two of Cups energy. And this deck is so funny because I said, what is coming next? And I just picked it up and I was about to go through this and find it for you, but look what's left on the table. What's next? Two of Cups energy. Nine of Wands, Two of Cups. It's a mixture. In that Nine of Wands card, it's a mixture of red, but that fire is orange. Right? It's like, if this is what you want, you have to take dynamic action. You have to be sensual. If you want a loving relationship, partnership, you have to be conscious. You have to go through the door. You have to be passionate and hopeful for it. But what's coming is this Two of Cups energy. I'm going to leave that right there because I wanted to show that to you. And Spirit, look, Two of Wands energy. And Spirit, lift it up. Two of Wands to the Nine of Wands, Seven of Wands, standing your ground. Four of Cups, I feel like that's that stagnant energy, like kind of being bored, kind of not really having that drive, that spark. That's why Spirit say, when you get these downloads, 8 Wands. I say 8 Wands because the Magician is right here. And it's 2 plus 9 is 1. But when you get those downloads, remember, Spirit said you're going to have a lot of downloads, a lot of sudden revelations, like even to yourself, quiet sparks. That's when you're going to be able to go forward, right? Take that Ace of Wands and move forward in the energy with passion, with drive. Why are we here? Two of Cups energy, Page of Swords, King of Swords. And then her sword is down too. Unpredictable. I feel like some things just have been unpredictable. Like, on one hand, things are unpredictable. On the other hand, you see, on one hand, things are unpredictable. People are jealous, lying. You're suspicious. Devious people. You're thinking people are being devious, or you have, right? If it's not you, it's them. Somebody in your energy. And then you got the scroll, the knowledge, the dream, the blueprint. You know what you want. You know what you want. You know what'll bring you emotional fulfillment. Spirit said, wait right here. Wait right here. That's why his chariot ain't moving. See, these chariots, they was on the way. Right? So what you want wants you. What the divine have for you, what's destined for you, it's on the way. You on the path. Spirit said, wait right here. Just wait right here. Wait a little minute. Wait a little minute, little penny. Penny? Somebody could, I hope ain't nobody trading in a dime for a penny. Or if you are a penny, you about to upgrade and be a whole dime out your 10. You about to upgrade. Hold up, little penny. You about to be a whole dime out here. Love that energy. Now, that's some good energy. Spirit-led cornbread fed. Hold up, little penny. Look, Hermit card again. Rethink that thing you was about to, that move you was about to do, that move you was about to make, that cut off, that change, whatever you was about to do. Wait one little minute, little penny. Hermit card. Wait a minute. It's a test of faith. It's a test of faith. How bad do you want it? Spirit says it's getting crucial. Look at this. Spirit says it's getting crucial. The Queen of Cups and the Sun card. Home and work. Spotlight on the home and work is going to cost you. Sun card coming out again. It's going to cost you. And I hate to say it's going to cost you a cup. It's going to cost you a relationship. Whether that's a work relationship, a friendship, a partnership in business. Because we at the cost. What's the cost? Family time. The Queen of Cups. That's somebody that it's going to cost you. You're going to have to be open. You see, this Queen of Cups, she's holding her cup out, right? Most of the time, the Queen of Cups has it closed. All it's going to cost you is to be open and be aware. Be truthful. I feel like being truthful with yourself. I like the way that they both have on these red dresses, though. It's like this a whole change of identity. New approach. Let me see. It's light. The sun. 24 hours. 24 hours. 3 eyes. 23 and me. Wheel of Fortune energy. Your destiny is developing. And I like that. I just now noticed this. These are hands on this sun. The eye represent the omnipresence of God, right? And look at all those hands. Like, you don't have to, that's where the hope, that's where that knowing, that's where the sacred truth of you knowing who you are, you being determined to continue to go on, even through the struggle. Because you know that God's hand is in it. Continuously working in your life. I love that energy. He see everything. I feel like the pyramids are like the ancestor energy, right? Not just God, but you have other people, other entities depending on you. But it's gonna cost you something. It's like it's already like you know what you know. You know what you know. You already made your observations. You probably have made them for a long time, been standing in those truths. You've been paying attention for a long time. Let's see what the cost is. Be open. What's the cost, Spirit? Imagine that. Page of Swords and the Page of Wands. It's going to cost you to step outside of your comfort zone. It's going to cost you to make that decision, to be curious about new things. It's going to cost you to put down the old thing, the thing that you know that's a lie, the thing that you know you haven't been honest and truthful with yourself with. It's like it's going to cost you that. It might cost you a place, like I said, a relationship. The Page of Wands is usually a community person. Like you might have to step outside the box, step outside your usual community, right? Wherever you have been, whoever you've been waiting and hiding from, like if you've been in hiding, it's going to cost you. You're going to have to get out there. You're going to have to get out there. It's going to cost you to step out of your comfort zone. The Page of Swords is not scared. The Princess of Wands is usually somebody that's outgoing. You got that Nine of Wands energy. It's like whatever you do, you have to be honest and open with yourself and step out on spirit and step out in truth. Spirit said right now, today, 24 hours. Take the first steps. Page energy. It's time to take the first steps. Get out your comfort zone. It's going to cost you the comfort zone. 10 ones. We're taking your power back. It's almost like, remember when we said, what is the, I said, what is to come next? The 9 of Wands, right? So it's going to cost you to stop and pause. She stopped. She took her power back, but she paused for a minute. So it's going to take a little time, right? It's going to cost, you're going to have to go a little deeper. It's going to cost you a little time. But you know what you need to do. And I feel like you're going to be able to do it. 2 of Wands, 2 of Cups, 222 energy. The master builder. That's that Mars, that motion. All you got to do is do it. Stay true to it and do it. Change is coming. What's the catch, though? What's the catch of stepping out of your comfort zone, remaining curious? What's the catch of leaving certain people, places, or things behind, right? But they teach you that. I think that's rehabilitation 101. You have to leave people, places, and things. You have to change people, places, and things. Rule number 1. But if you want to elevate, you want to go from a page to a queen. You want to go from a penny, little penny. You want to pay from a penny to a dime, because this the penny, this the dime. Let's see what the catch is. Little penny. 2 of Wands energy. You might have to cancel some plans. You might have to renege on an offer. Right? You might have to go back to school. You might have to finish school. You might have to finish that training. You got to really decide on what you're passionate about, what you really want. The catch is you've been overwhelmed. I like the way that these energies, they match. The only difference is, it's like while you are in that pause, then you divinely protected, right? When you are in that pause, you learn in sacred mysteries, figuring out like you have so much potential. And when you come out cloaked and determined, I feel like intuitively you know what lights you up inside. You know what give you a spark. It's like you just not acknowledging it. Well, I'm gonna pull and see. But the catch is, I feel like you already know plans. Plan, plotting, and strategizing. Like if somebody counsel or you have to counsel, you have to have more than one way to do something. The cycle is not over. That 1, it's an X and the 1. The cycle is not over. It's not over for you. That dream, those visions you've been having, they're about to be made into fruition. The star healing, like you're about to be able to, it's a lot of healing energy that spirit is giving that you can tap in those stars, that star energy. But it's going to take dynamic action. It's going to take hope and passion. Like, was you losing your passion about it? That's why you're sitting down on it. Like, some people wasn't moving because it was just not as passionate. 3 of Wands energy, couldn't see the big picture. That's why Spirit saying now it's time for big picture thinking. It's time for big picture thinking. I told you gotta think big. No. You do gotta think big though. A new perspective on things as well. So let's see what the change gonna be. Thinking big. Getting out of the 9 of Swords energy. Some of y'all gonna still be in your head, and I feel like that's because of finance. I'm gonna pull some finance angels to kind of help move out of that energy so that we can bring joy back. That 23 energy is about bringing the joy. Okay? Bringing your deepest desires. And I feel like a lot of y'all, look at that money. It's money and connections for sure. Strong friendships. But look at that. I told you 3 of Wands energy, you gotta think big. It's okay to take that pause right? But you have to add something, add a foundation, rearrange some stuff. See how those two of ones are crossing that cycle, the world card? But now, when you think big, it's like you can finally get grounded. You finally have a vessel, right? Connecting to the vessel. 23. Person or thing being treated some kind of way. Nine of Swords energy. It's gonna leave some people in their feel. I told you somebody go be hurt. The change is somebody go be stuck in their head and somebody go move. I feel like you got to decide which one of you. That Boolean energy. Which one of you? Are you going or are you staying? It's no other option. Neutral is not an option anymore. It's time to move on. It's time to get out. Yep. Time to move on or get out. Underlying energy, 5 of Pentacles. I got one more. I'm going to pull one more. I'm just going to lay a card down just to give us a little bit more. I thought I was going to lay it down, but spirit, I'm spirit led. Ten of Cups, emotional fulfillment. Heading towards seeing the bigger picture. Heading towards deeper, stronger connections. Remember, if you already in a connection, it's just going to be deeper and stronger. You might actually add the children because you started out by yourself and now here go 2 little kids in the picture with you. Right? You starting out by yourself. Now you got a whole partner and kids, which, you know what I'm saying, a whole family. Like moving from alone. You could have been a single mother. Remember those past influences? Your mother or you could have been single in the past. And it could have influenced you to stay in a box, right? To stay shut in, to not even go there because you don't want to raise your family. You don't want to be alone raising the family. But Spirit said you ain't going to have to. You ain't going to have to. We got the Tower and Death. Told you. 10 of Swords, power, death. The Eye of the Storm. Progress and changes, sudden realizations and awakenings. Spirit said, let go of fear, let go of embarrassment. Right? This King of Wands, somebody, your ex-partner, your karmic partner or lover, family member, right? That past influence embarrassed you, had the whole town laughing at you. Blamed you for them cheating. Blamed you, called you all kinds of things of jealousy, and that's what's going to be the very thing that propel you. That's why the Most High, remember, his eyes are everywhere. The Most High see everything. He saw every little thing. They can cross their heart and hope to die, but they not more cunning than the Most High. For sure. It ain't nowhere they can hide. Karma is coming in. They will get theirs. So if they go get theirs, don't you want to get yours? You know what I'm saying? If they getting theirs, don't you want to get yours? Knight of Swords. Somebody go be in a mental prison. Like I said, confirmation rule the nation. Let's see. Chariot to the Hermit. 8 of Cups. 5 of Wands. 6 of Wands. I love that. Remember, he said, wait right here. Rethink that thing. Rethink the move. Wait right here. Right? Before you go another step, this is the opportunity to focus on the why. You being urged to pause. Or while you was in this pause, you have been urged. You might have had to take a step back from relationship or bond or interest or something. And while you're in this pause, your spirit is going to give you these downloads, or you already got the downloads. Spirit said you already made the opinions. You already got these downloads. The cost, like I said, stepping out of your comfort zone, walking into a new place. Yeah, you did. You came up. You got 8 cups filled right here. This ain't nothing new. It's been a long time coming. But these cups don't hold no more. It's time to expand and actually go towards that wish fulfillment, that wish come true, that dream come true, the thing that you really desire. You can go backwards. Seven of Cups into confusion. You can go back, Six of Cups, to that old karmic relationship. You can keep taking them back if you want to. But remember, you'll be taking a back. You'll be going backwards instead of forward on this journey that's centered on freedom and exploration, so you can get double happiness and double the money. Seven of Wands. The catch is the Five of Wands. Get out your head. Get in your head, but get out your head. Right? That's the catch. Standing your ground. Seven of Wands. Five and two. 2 to 5. So 3 wands. Yeah, seeing the big picture. Going through every detail. Thinking about what was said. Thinking about what was done. What's done grew. What's done died. What grew and what died. What's growing. What changed. It's a lot of things that you got to consider. Feel like this is considering the why. This is the catch. You got a lot of things to work out. Five of Wands energy. And all of it wasn't good. But that snake energy, this is the year of the snake. The year to tie up loose ends. The year to step forward. 9 does mean that you're well aware. This is the year to travel. This is the year to gain more wisdom. This is definitely the year to cross over. Right? To cross over from what you used to know to what is coming. The 10 of Cups. From the 2 of Wands to the 10 of Cups. Then the change. Look at the change. 6 of Wands. The change is a promotion. The change is public recognition. The change is, if he got his eye on the sparrow, no, he got his eyes on you. And look at all those things that you was worried about, those 5 ones that you was worried about, they straighten out. Straighten out your crown. Ain't nothing straightening but the straightening. Moving on to calmer waters, having a new, fresh, calmer, emotional bond. Public recognition. Expansion. Feel like it's gonna happen natural. 6 wands, 5 wands to the 6 wands. That's that Ace of Wands energy. Like taking a gamble. Money gonna be good. Risk gonna be good. Cause that did come out. Right? Taking those, taking radical actions. And the dice is right here. I feel like all the things that are in this nest, or all the things that you have accumulated over your lifetime, and that's what's gonna give you. Remember, Spirit said, using the karmic lessons or the mistakes that you made, right, to learning from it. Using those lessons and learning from it. Remaining open, because you done been through a lot in front of everybody. This wasn't no public. You didn't do this. You went through a lot of your stuff in the open. Like, a lot of people knew what was going on. A lot of people probably didn't help. But it wasn't no secret. They might didn't talk to you, but they knew you was going through something. 6 wands plus 3 wands. A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush, baby. That 9 energy, right? Having a desire to do better. 24-hour clock to level up. Ask those wise to do better. Get that 9 of wands energy. Standing on what you know. And moving forward. What's in between? And that's what's in between the sun and the moon. I like that. Because see, whatever is in between, you see the moon, the unknown secrets, the mysteries, the wise, the sun, the revelation, the clarity. The only thing that's in between that is the 8 of Cups. the Five of Wands, and the Six of Wands. The only thing in between that is you taking a chance to move on and do better. Is you straightening out all those issues that you got going on in your head. This is you against you. You against time. This is the year, right? It won't be another 19. It ain't been another 1965. The energy came back, but we're not going through the same energies. It have evolved. It won't be another 2025. The energy will come back, but it'll be something totally different. This is your opportunity to gain success and recognition. I love it. That's all you gotta do. All you gotta do is do it. Queen of Swords, stand on business. Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups. And the Four of Wands, baby. Business success, foundational success. It's time to celebrate, right? Once you get this big picture mentality, get out your head, straighten up these whys, straighten up your motives, your intentions. Ten of Cups and Four of Wands energy. Dreams become a reality. You gonna be glad that you left. You gonna be glad that you gone. 23 is glad you're gone. You're gonna be glad that you got out. You're gonna be glad that you walk towards your deepest desires. Not pleasing your parents, not pleasing your partners, but pleasing yourself. It's time to celebrate. Blockages being removed. Destiny is unfolding and developing right for you. I love that energy. I mean, I don't know. And I was looking at that Eight of Swords too. Judgment. Freeing yourself. Right, you gotta let go. And it's so funny to see how the Medusa, all those different things and thoughts and intentions that you have to line up and straighten out. That's the only thing that's holding you back. You making a decision to get out your head and take action. I love that energy. Five of Swords energy. Big picture thinking. Big picture thinking. Keep your eyes on the prize. Judgment have already been called on the situation. Look at this. Judgment that already been called on the situation. I told you, Seven of Wands. That's the catch. That's part of the catch. Judgment already been called on the situation. Only thing she missing is the sword. It is right here. The sword. The truth. Your truth. Four of Wands and Ten of Cups. Okay. The King of Cups up under her. Okay, with the Six. Could be a reconciliation. I don't know. Or somebody that you've been knowing from the past, or somebody that you've been wanting to be with from the past long time ago. The King of Cups is here. Maybe that's why you got to move forward, because lost a partner. Entangled. Lost of somebody that kept you in an entanglement. It's time. If you are in a known entanglement, whether it's your finances keeping you entangled, whether it's your lovers keeping you entangled, whether it's yourself keeping you entangled, whatever it is you tangled up with, it's time to take a new approach, a new perspective. New approach, new perspective. We're taking to church. It's a whole lot of pretty women. Look at that moon. Sacred mystery, sacred geometry. Five of Cups and the moon. Regrets. That's what I'm saying. I feel like if somebody is letting things that might not even be true hold them back. Regrets for something you ain't even did yet. Or somebody go be in regret for doing something diabolical. Confirmation rule the nation. Whoever did the diabolical thing in secret. Mm-hmm. Tried to keep something private, private conversations. Tried to keep how they hurt you private. Whatever you went through in private. Yeah, they about to yeah, Wheel of Fortune. They about to lose a friend, an opportunity, a chance. Somebody's about to lose a chance. 10 of Wands. It's gonna be hard on them too. Okay. Let's see. Let's keep on going. 10 of Wands energy. One step higher, one step closer. One step higher, one step closer. Leaving those things, those mysteries, those things that kept you in the dark, moon energy, leaving those things that was in the dark. Some of that stuff needed to be in and I was just to say some of that stuff was kept in the dark on purpose. And this moon is translucent. Some of that stuff was kept from you so you wouldn't be in that energy. So you wouldn't be, sad and depressed. If you've been sad and depressed, just know that it's about to go back on them. Whoever kept you in the 9 of Swords energy, everything is about to be exposed. Exposure is out here. I want to pull romance angels, finance angels, true message, oracle to give us some encouragement. But first, of course, we got to get grounded. Wise woman, the old soul, the desire to do better, to be better. By the time you get, out of all these entanglements, you want to be wiser. Oh, karma. And whoever been keeping you entangled, I'm telling you. But most times working both sides of the street. Whoever was blaming you or cheating on you or jealous of you, whoever was casting judgment on you, whoever have a pessimistic mind, jealousy is out here twice. I'm talking about extra jealous, devious. They treated you just kept you out. That's why you in your head. Like you was like this on the natural in your head, in the physical, but you was like this in your head too. As above, so below. That's what Spirit said. This would be best for your health to change that. Wow. Let's get grounded, y'all. Spirit, get us grounded, because we don't want to be karma coming down on us. We want dharma. We want divine judgment. We want divine gifts. 4 of Wands energy. Ready to level up. Okay, and level up with somebody. And he showed us, if you went and watched those shorts, the King and Queen of Cups came out. The Spirit said that's a superficial relationship. It's a friendship. But it's time for something deeper, stronger. This is a strong, deep bond. They hand in hand. Yeah, it ain't going to be none of that Queen of Cups energy where she all self-absorbed, all about her, not thinking about nobody else, right? King of Cups, entangled, caught up. He had a whole divine partner, friend that he could have leveled up with, but instead he chose to keep a nasty fish in his mouth. Go check out those shorts videos so you can see it. Instead, he focused on other things instead of focusing on his divine partner, just as well as divine feminine did, as well as some divine feminines. But Spirit is rearranging that. Okay. Yeah, you gonna have a lot of people mad, jealous, hate behind your back. They gonna be hating. Spirit, he gonna show them in front of you. He gonna prepare the table in front of them. The same way they seen you going through bad times, they go see you going through the great times. The same way that they talked about it and put your business out there in front of everybody and whoever or whatever. The same way they gonna have to talk about this in front of everybody and whoever too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, ride the wave. Somebody could have thigh tattoos, space tattoos. Somebody could dress like, wear those like those little units or whatever, like matching tops, matching bottoms. Something about the clothes for sure. Or somebody, it could be a designer, or somebody's about to change clothes or our clothes. Like, you know how fashion changes over the decades? We could be moving into, because have you seen, on a side note, those men in Atlanta wearing them dresses? I mean, it ain't just been in Atlanta, but I guess that's like kind of, since they already in their community is okay with that type of stuff, they breaking it out there. But it's gonna be something like that. It's gonna be like a virus. Like, you see them men in the dresses in Atlanta, now it's gonna be everywhere. So be aware. Underlying energy, the eagle. We got Hades and Persephone, and we know they didn't like each other. He kidnapped her. He forced her or tricked her into marriage or something like that. But let's get grounded. 43. Something that you thought was going to be bad is going to actually turn out good. Look, she got her hand down. He ain't even reaching down and grabbing her hand. He like, I'm not going to grab your hand. I'm not going along for this. Somebody is definitely finding out that somebody is definitely about to move on. Cold and hot. Somebody cold, somebody hot. But it could be like Spirit said, if you know you're in a divine partnership and you just feeling like this for right now, don't move just yet, because something that you thought was gonna be bad is gonna actually turn out good for you. 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands. I said I was gonna show y'all the table. If y'all want to see the table, y'all probably rather see the table than see me, right? Hades and Persephone. Can you see it? It says having is not the same thing as wanting. Okay. Having is not the same thing as wanting. Additional info is about to be introduced. The price of obsession, consequences, and self-induced disappointment. It's all in your head. Didn't I tell you it's all in your head? Self-induced. 5 of Cups. You thinking of problems. That's why Spirit said there's a lot of stuff that's kept hidden on purpose so you wouldn't go through this. All is not well in the underworld. Its king, Hades, the dark Zeus, the prince of darkness, has stolen. I told you he kidnapped her. He's stolen away the woman of his dreams. Now that she is his queen, he realizes, and he realized it much too late, that perhaps he should have stuck to dreaming. That sound like, the dream of me is different than the reality of me. Right? You look good on the outside, but you got a nasty attitude. You looked like you was a beautiful woman, but you really be cheating. You look, because it said that so whoever's in masculine energy, air sign, fire sign, or a man, he realized he should have stuck to dreaming. Divine masculine said this is not what he asked for. Said he desired, and oh God, that was his sister. So it's incest out here. Somebody's, or in your, not if not you, somebody in your environment. You might know it go on in your family. Like one of my homegirls had told me her daddy told them they don't have no cousins. I said, oh, that mean they kissing cousins. But anyway, it could be some kissing cousins somewhere in your environment. But anyway, Demeter refused to allow Hades or any man to take her for his wife. So this a karmic figure. She ain't even she don't want to be no wife. She want to stay in the streets. Earth sign, water sign, or female. The relationship did not develop as Hades had hoped. Away from her domineering mother's influence. We talked about that, right? Somebody's mother. I pulled cards on this in the last reading. Somebody's mother was casting stones. Her mother's influence. Away from her domineering mother, Cora became Persephone and embraced her role as queen. She did not, however, embrace Hades. Oh, she want the position. She want the reward she want the honey. It's like a sugar daddy. You want the sugar daddy, but don't want to give him no sugar. You want the sugar mama, but you don't want to give him no sugar. You want what they got, but you don't want to do what you need to do to get it. Embrace. Be sensual. It said embrace authenticity. So that means somebody needs to be real. That whoever they with, whatever situation they with, if it's not a person, it could be a job. It could be, like I said, just a position, something that you're doing for somebody else. It's not what you want. It says each of us has experienced that irrational feeling that we must have something and that we'll never be happy without it. I got to have it. Energy. Most of us grow out of this extreme behavior, though. We learn patience. We learn to save money so that we can get what we want. We learn to weigh the pros and the cons. The Boolean energy that gives the situation value. What if we don't grow out of this behavior? If this happens, the best case scenario is that we put ourselves into enormous debt, karmic debt, in order to own the very thing that we feel like we got to have. The worst case scenario sees us. The worst case, I had to pick up the book because I can't. The worst case scenario sees us becoming thieves, grifters, and stalkers. I told you somebody was going to be looking for you in the daytime with a flashlight. Once you get up out this situation, baby, they going to be looking for you, stalking you. If you already out the situation, they stalking you now. That's the wanting part of this meditation. Let's move to the having. Do you remember what happened when your parents catapulted and got you what you wanted? 9 times out of 10, it turned out to be nothing like you wanted. It wasn't nearly as fun as it had looked in the commercials. It almost broke soon as you got it. It was smaller or less interesting, or worse, just downright boring. Worst of all, your parents were smug about it. So this is a lesson, I feel like something that somebody took from childhood. I got to have it. Just like your partner. I want it, got to have it. And then having the same results. If we don't grow out of wanting, we may end up with an overpriced mansion Did I tell you that he built this Taj Mahal for his wife? If you don't, if you don't grow out of wanting, we may end up with an overpriced McMansion built with substandard materials and mind-blowingly expensive. As for the worst case, there really is one question. Is it worth going to jail so you can have that person or thing? Wow. Hold on, because we saw that Eight of Wands energy. Eight of Cups. Moving away from childish things. Whatever was going on, those past influences, right? Doing the thing. We got to put, if you don't put down those childish behaviors, you gonna end up doing the same thing, wasting a whole bunch of money. Wow. It says if you have reached the thief, grifter, or stalker stage, you probably won't care. That's you, they. You. If you still displaying these habits, you probably won't even care about it. Yeah, 4 people then clicked off the live now. It just said that if you have reached the thief, grifter, or stalker stage, you probably won't even care. Hades has what he wanted, and it isn't remote what he thought it isn't remotely what he thought it was gonna be. Control issues. And now he's paying the price. Having is not the same as wanting. That's why Spirit said, check your motives, rethink this thing. Pause. Hold up. Before you make this move, right? Like if you in a relationship, if you in a relationship and you happy with your relationship, but then you know how you get through those phases where you just want something new, like that 7-year itch, right? You might want to rethink before you get out there back in them streets, because dating ain't the same. The men wearing dresses now. the men wearing dresses now. And the women ain't wearing nothing. So the women don't even want to be in relationships now. So if you got you somebody good, in the words of Life Jennings, you might want to hold on to them. Rethink that thing. Pause. If you got a secret crush, somebody that you crushing on, or a secret lover, you might want to rethink that thing. Because when you finally get them in your possession, they might be like this at first. In public and outside, you're like this. And behind closed doors, you're like this. Do you really want that? The price of obsession. Self-induced disappointment. I don't know. Spirit-led, cornbread fed. Hades and Persephone. He stole her. He finessed her. Told her everything that she wanted to hear. Everything that sounded good. And she did the same thing. It was mutual. And I feel like mutually, both of them ended up not wanting what they want. Masculine energy is represented in the walking away. Fire sign, air sign, or a man. But he got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. He got 1 foot grounded. He don't want to leave his friends or his family. But it's 1 foot out the door. On one hand, happiness. On the other hand, regret. So be aware. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's pull some finance. Because there ain't no romance without no finance. Somebody been struggling for the last couple of years. It's 2023. Trying to sell a home, or just trying to find a buyer for a car, or trying to find somebody to buy the lies or buy what you're selling, right? Try to talk somebody into something. field workers, cars, or somebody definitely could be trying to sell a car. Somebody definitely could want a new one. Or somebody could sold a car. Something could have happened. Somebody could have had car troubles. They end up walking. That could have been the start of the money troubles. Right? Transportation. Ain't no romance without finance. What we need to see, Spirit, please? What do we need to see? It flew right on the 8 of Cups, 5 of Wands, and 4 of Wands. Ask for your needs to be met. Don't leave just yet. If you're on a job, ask for that raise. If you're in a relationship, ask for what you want. Tell your deepest desires. You probably already know the truth, but Spirit is saying ask one more time. This might be the what you need, the spark. Remember, Spirit said He's gonna give us quiet sparks that awaken us and change us, our situations radically. Quiet spark. Employment change and conscious consumer. New jobs. Right? You might be satisfied with where you are. Well, you might be content, not satisfied. You might be okay with where you are. But it says that your career path is leading you in a higher direction. One step closer, one step higher. Your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, your priorities, your passions, and your life purpose. You are being supported each step of the way. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome in the new. Conscious consumer. You have the power to heal and help the world. I told you that. Didn't I tell you that? Confirmation rules the nation. You choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods. Live simply and purchase only what is needed. Purchase only what is needed. And over 5 of Wands and the 4 of Wands, it's an abundance mindset. If you think it, we walk by faith. Spirit is urging us to be self-resilient. Even though we might be in a partnership, you can't rely on your partner to do everything. If you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it'll always be one day from you. Remember the here and now, right? Don't think about the future. Don't think about the past. Right now, see it, feel it, think it, speak it. And that's how you're going to experience it. I know that's right. Yeah, don't wait for the change. Speak the change. Be the change. Get some change. Finances and career. Can't have, so finances have a lot to do with this relationship. Feel like it's on the masculine, definitely masculine energy, because he looking at this 4 of Wands. I don't know if he looking like, man, we used to have it all and now I'm dead broke. Remember, because I said something about the sugar mama, sugar daddy wants some sugar. She don't want to get a sugar daddy no sugar. She don't want to embrace it. All she want to do is spend the money. Look for other ways to spend the money. Look for other things to buy, right? Not being conscious. But he's looking at stability, something stable. He either looking at how it used to be and how it broke down, this masculine energy, or you need to be looking at those things. Where was the breakdown? True love, underlying energy. Spirit said it's time to be or at that time. I feel like at a time that something came together, where it was a job, whether it was a relationship, at the time that you got it, you was more vulnerable. You was more accepting. And that's why I think you went from this to this, being closed in. Spirit said you had an open heart at one time, And money problems, relationship problems have made you shut all the way down. That's why it's time for you to get out. It's like you walking around like you are not the person that you know that you are, or you're not the person that you used to be. Like you could definitely feel that. Right, let's get this romance, these romance angels. Spiritual, so we need to see, please. Thank you. Flew right over the page of sword, the cost. No, yeah, it flew over the cost. It's so funny because we said there's no romance without finance. Calling in your soulmate. Ooh, deception and forgiving and learning. I told you that karmic relationship. The jealousy is blocking it. The cheating is blocking your destiny from developing. Not being forgiving, not learning from your past mistakes is blocking your soulmate coming in. Whether if you with them or not, like that's what's causing the separation, the disconnect. You not having. So we say love yourself first. Then we say that. It's time for you to nurture your dreams. It's time for you to nurture what you created. It's no I in we. That's why spirit, that's not why it's 23 and EYE. Right? That's why I don't spell we WE. I spell we OUI. Because it is a I in we. What we trying to do here at this channel, it is a I in it. Look, passion, honeymoon, let go of control issues. You can have it. Spirit said, use this energy to connect. Forgiving, you got to release and heal the past. Release and heal. Let go of those things that kept you entangled. Remember, release the entanglements. Release the jealousy. If you know somebody is wearing a false mask, release theirs. It's blocking your finances. It's keeping you in a lack mindset. It's keeping you from actually calling in your soulmate. Even though you praying, you visualizing, you still haven't stepped outside. You still have to leave people, places, and things behind. You still have to get out. Getting out is going to bring the joy. Religious factor, something that somebody is doing over and over again, or the fact that somebody is not a spiritual person, is underlying energies. It says, ask for your needs to be met. God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a choice to be helped. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help. Remember the I, the omnipresence of God. Remember the sun called, I think I put it back in the deck. But all those little hands that was working, God was working around the clock. It said, it don't matter how you ask. You just have to ask and then do. Clearly ask for what you want. See, you asking for what you want, but you still staying in that situation. You asking for what you want, but you still have the same mindset. Like, God is like, if I give it to you, you're not ready. You're not ready to receive it. Somebody making plans to marry, to get somebody to making plans to come into union, 10 of cups, 4 of wands, or somebody is making plans, 2 people are making plans to leave unions and come together. That's deep. That's too deep for me. Like if you in a relationship and they're in a relationship, but I mean, that's what you should do though, right? End it first. That's one of the reasons I respect my husband. When he decided he wanted to be with somebody else, I respect him so much for leaving and then starting a relationship instead of dragging me through all that turmoil that goes along with entanglements and cheating. Yeah, somebody, but if they already have formed an emotional bond with somebody, right, they already Somebody's already making plans to be with somebody else that's already in a relationship, and the other person is already expressing how unhappy they are in their relationship. They already cheating in the spirit. They already have connected in the spirit. That's why somebody's sitting with somebody longing for somebody else. But both of their backs is turned. Masculine and feminine energy, both of their backs is turned on each other already. I feel like it's because of the way somebody is treating them. Like I said, somebody wants some sugar, somebody wants some sensualness, somebody wants somebody to be assertive, somebody wants somebody to actually desire them. But they don't. No passion, no vision, no hope. No passion, no vision, no hope. Let's get the true message. Let's see what karmic relationship triggers perception, turmoil. Didn't I just say that? Use turmoil. I'm gonna put that right there on top of this karmic relationship. Things from the past that's holding you back. Old school. It's the past. I think it's the past influences more than anything. Old mindset, 8 of Cups energy. Remember, we talked about being a child and having the same kind of mindset that you have today. Being in a wanting energy. Want. Shock and realization. Realize. Spirit said you might be lying to yourself. That's why you gotta focus on the why. Focus on your intentions. Yeah, it's a married couple that's definitely about to get a shock. I don't know if it's going to be a good shock or a bad shock. But let's keep going. Let's keep breaking the energy down. Spirit shows up. We need to see what's the true message. Oh, time is running out. You see how that card flew over there? Flew all the way off the table. Unconditional love, giving and receiving, fairness and love and affection returns. Period. Didn't I say somebody wants some sugar and they not getting no sugar? Somebody interested. I'm gonna let the cards fall where they fall. I'll show you. Look, teddy bear. Somebody interested in you, making plans. Blooming, relationship, somebody want to date you. We got unconditional love, giving and receiving, fairness and love, affection returns. And then we got looking at pictures. So this could be the couple that have they backs turned to each other. Somebody really do miss you. The butterfly over here on 8 of Cups though. Somebody's ready for the next phase. Somebody's ready for the next phase. Releasing the past and healing the inner child. Confirmation rules the nation. What else, Spirit? Give us some more on this truth. Give us some more on the true message. Yep, in separation, somebody might be missing you. In separation, missing you. Thinking about you. They interested. Somebody's interested. They uncertain. Trying to keep things light. We got not enough. Lacking confidence, self-sabotage, ego, fear, frustrations, reminiscing, frustrated, learning from the past. I told you somebody was thinking about how it used to be, right? But that's outdated thinking. It can never go back to the way it used to be. That's why it fell on top of the 9 of Wands energy of what's coming next. 9 of Wands having to move forward, the wounded warrior. Yeah, you was in a karmic relationship. You have a lot of things triggering you. But what's coming next is moving forward, the 9 of Wands energy. And the 2 of Cups. As long as you don't change it. Remember, self-sabotage. It said this is you versus you. It's a you versus you thing. Then we got meeting and talking. knowing your worth, doing the shadow work, and feeling elevated. As soon as you move past those things that no longer serve you, as soon as you realize your worth, why are you in this situation? Why are you in a situation where somebody is not giving you love? Somebody is not being affectionate towards you. Somebody is acting out of ego and fear. Because Spirit told us to let go of fear of embarrassment and take radical action. So why would we stay in that energy? As soon as you Eight of Cups energy, because it flew on the Eight of Cups, as soon as you walk off, meet your new boo thing, learn your wealth, do the shadow work, then you start feeling elevated. You won't be in that rut. You can literally, Spirit said, getting out is going to bring you joy. Period. Getting out is going to bring you joy. Anything else? Love. Unconditional love is out here twice. I don't like unconditional love, but hey. Healing heart. Unconditional love, love and grounding. That's what we want. Stability, security, performance, right? Okay. And you see how them rocks is? That's the way we want them. We want to be on top of each other. We want to be connected to each other. We want to feel the attraction and affection. Your job, if it's not a partner, a lover, it's your job. Your job wants you to perform. You want to be in a place because employment changes out here. Although you is content with your job, you probably actually love what you do. But if they not appreciating you and you steady having to perform and you're well prepared and you well planned and you have everything in order, but then they constantly won't give you the money, you doing more work for less pay, then how can you stay there? You have to leave and move, go somewhere where you can be more grounded. It's time for the next phase. That's what Spirit said. It's time for the next phase. I hope you don't miss your opportunity to get this next phase, to get out this rut that you've been in with these finances and with this lover and with this family. Like, hope you don't miss your opportunity to flirt, to bloom, to grow, to heal. Somebody waiting on messages, or you waiting on messages. Somebody want to send a message, but they hiding their true feelings. Somebody want a second chance with you. I told you somebody's looking for you in the daytime with a flashlight on. They don't want to say nothing. Soulmate energy. They might be scared. If you the one, step outside of your comfort zone. Backstabbing, separation, and loss. Yeah, we got that deception out here. I'm going to pull on these energies. We're going to continue to break this thing on down. So far, so good, Spirit. What you think? What y'all think? So far, so good? Thumbs up or no? Remember, hit that thumbs up if you know me in real life. Hit that thumbs up if you want to know me. And hit that thumbs up if you don't never want me to come across your screen. No more. Point blank and the period. Oh, Two of Cups energy. Something fishy. The Spirit said, let bygones be bygones. Something's a little fishy. That's what's triggering you. You trigger. It might not even be what you think it is. I know I was triggered. Like last week, I went live on Facebook. Did I knock it down? Must have knocked it down. But last week, I went live on Facebook. Somebody called my private number from a private number and called me scary. And how can I be scary if I'm having sex with a mate, they man? And I was triggered. I ain't gonna lie. It was fishy, because like I said, they called my private number from a private number. But it triggered me bad. In the description box, you'll see the link to my Facebook. You can go find the video if you want it. I left it up there. It's very, 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 very triggering. But I let bygones be bygones. It was intense. It was an intense situation because in my partnership, somebody called me talking about I'm sleeping with they man, and I know I'm only sleeping with one person. So it's like if my man is her man and her man is my man, or however it goes. It was very intense. I was ready to let it go and everything. Like, just let me know, cause baby, I'm gone. But I let bygones be bygones. Even my boo thing, he didn't even hold it against me. Look, put emotions aside. We got past it. That's what spirit is wanting you to do. Get out your feelings. Be authentic. Of the winds, the worlds, the house. It's a couple of energies that I want to break down through all of this energy that we got going on. We got DNA tests out here, breech babies and miscarriages, and financial struggles and viruses breaking out, and karma and unwise decisions. So let's see, let's get some energy. Spirit guides, most high, shows what we need to see. Let's see where we go start. Let's see. Where are we going to start, Spirit? Let's start with the desire to do better. The desire to do better. Who have a desire to do better, Spirit? Show us, please. The fool. Hope it's the wise fool. Somebody who's in I think it could be somebody that you was in a partnership with, that you are in a partnership with. I feel like somebody is married, somebody is single. Out of their ego. Somebody definitely want to do better. Somebody is in a marriage. That's that Hades energy, looking out towards that 2 of Wands energy. It's like this is like somebody definitely desires to do better. Right? So we got the Fool energy, the Trailblazer. Somebody that you have a strong emotional bond with. Somebody that's activated by the Most High, activated by the Holy Spirit. We got Aries, Gemini, Pisces, Libra. Somebody that's not in their feelings, is in their head, thinking logically. The Thinker. The Thinker did come out. Even though somebody have a strong emotional tie and bond to somebody, somebody's putting those emotions aside and using spirit, using logic. Somebody is curious, letting curiosity lead the way. What's they curious about, Spirit? They curious about who you with, who you loving on, what you doing. I told you somebody's curious, and somebody's curious about walking away. Mercurial energy. Talking, walking it like you talking. Somebody's curious, can they do that? They want to do better, but somebody wonder, can they do better? Can they actually have this ultimate love affair? Can they actually have this fantasy love affair? I think it came out as a what was the kind of fantasy? It was a I have to. It was a certain kind of fantasy. I wanted to call it out just like Spirit gave it to me. But I will. But somebody's wondering, curious about that. They want to do better. They want this 10 of Cups. King of Cups energy. Curious about this Ten of Cups. They're curious, want to know, is it really over? Men cry. Or can they really have success? They curious. Remember, it's you versus you. Or they need to remember it's them versus them. It don't have nothing to do with you. Let's see, what's up with this 24-hour clock, Spirit? Show us about this next 24 hours. Agree to disagree. The next 24 hours, agree to disagree. If you want to be cuddled up or you want to be with somebody, agree to disagree. Spirit said you only have so much to go around. That's 5 of Wands energy. Remember, it's all in your head how you go do it, how you go play it. Spirit said the next 24 hours, agree to disagree. You only have so much to go around. And guess what? You only want the best around. Or somebody only want the best around. That 4 of Cups energy, 5 of Cups. Don't regret. Somebody's in regret. Passionate struggle. Only want the best around. Next 24 hours, only keep the best around. Agree to disagree. You gotta walk away. Walk away. 4 of Cups energy. You have to resist. Resist. Prime. What's the prime? What's the prime? It's prime time. What's prime time for what, Spirit? Prime time, 23, and I is prime. 23 is a prime number. What is prime time to go for what you want? Warrior spirit. Knight of Wands. Prime time to make those developments, secure the bag, to hold what you got, to kiss and hug and hold. It's a prime time to show some affection, some love, make some connections. It's a prime time to rock it out. That's what Spirit said. Hey. Some of y'all don't like to listen, though. I don't know if you go get it, though. Remain neutral. Agree to disagree. Move on. From somebody that won't shut up. If they can't see your side of the story, it's time to move on. 8 of Wands, you could have got into something quickly, or you getting the spiritual downloads, right? You getting that, you hear that little voice in your head that won't shut up. If you getting that voice that keep telling you it's time to go, 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 it's time to move on. If somebody you're in a relationship with just won't shut up about the past issues or what you've been through or what they going through, they stay in their emotions, it's time to move on. What's this get out energy, Spirit? Get out. Get out. Spirit said, get out. Win at any cost. King of Pentacles, time to take ownership. Right? It's time to trailblaze. You are entitled. Remember the 4 C's, the cost. Well, the cost first while we here. 2 of Cups energy. The Hermit, the Hermit and the Chariot energy was the cause, right? Taking a pause about this crush or this decision, this rethinking your choices. The cost, walking away from things that no longer serve you, getting out of your comfort zone. The catch. I think, what was the catch? Oh, the catch was that you already know, you just got to straighten it out. And the change is the 4 of Cups, 4 of Wands. Gaining traction, 2 of Wands energy. Gaining traction. It's time to get out. No longer, it's not time to walk around doing somebody else's bidding, making somebody else happy. Spirit says it's time to nurture yourself, make yourself happy, make your dreams come true. Bring in the joy. What's up? Oh, I couldn't even hardly say it. Somebody's really bored and somebody's really holding on to destructive habits. So you're going to have to let that go. But I was going to ask, what's going to bring in the joy? Yeah, declaring your independence, declaring your freedom, declaring what you love, what you consider, what you know to be true. With declaring what's going to make your relationship happy at work, in your home, with your children, with your friends. Spirit, What's go? It said let emotions reign to bring in joy. Let your emotions reign. Get up out of there. Feel it. Remember, that's what it said. Feel it. I think it said feel it. See it. Feel it. Think it. Feel the joy. Feel the love. You might ain't been feeling the love because that's what I'm saying. Somebody's really bored out here. Somebody definitely want to reconnect with somebody. That's going to bring in somebody. That will make somebody so happy if they can get back with somebody they're in separation with. Six of Cups energy. The only thing that's crossing is somebody only want the best around. And somebody not in their emotions, in their feelings. Feel like if it's somebody that want to get back with somebody, you're going to have to make a declaration, public declaration. Knight of Cups energy. Let it be known. You have to be in your feelings. They might not be in theirs. But if somebody want to get back with somebody, they're going to have to show some love, show some compassion, show improve. Show improve. Let's see what else. Glad you're gone. Who glad you're gone? Who glad you're gone? Glad you're gone. Who glad you're gone? Look, on the other side, Sagittarius, an institution, somebody separated from an institution, or somebody that had them institutionalized, or it's just a Sagittarius, right? Somebody that kept you oppressed or was keeping, or somebody, you might have been, because if they're glad you're gone, you might have been keeping somebody oppressed, like making somebody stand on business, right? Or holding somebody down, and they glad you're gone. The institutionalized, this could be your job, like if somebody walked away from a job or left a job or whatever institution, church job, religious factors came out. Jail, they glad you gone. It said use your head and get a move on. They glad you gone. What's up with this 10 of Wands? Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius. This Sagittarius glad you gone, baby. They feel like you was stuck up. Sagittarius glad you gone. Anyway, you stuck up anyway. You didn't make them a priority anyway, so they glad you gone. So deepest desire. Who have a deep desire for you? So that's Sagittarius, Capricorn energy. Who have a deep desire? Deep desire for you. Oh, Virgo energy. Don't let money interfere and be generous. There's a Virgo out there, or somebody that you have a strong, long-term commitment with, strong bond, a physical bond with. Right, they desire you. If you desire them, they desire you. You their deepest desire. Unless that's the one they desire you. That's the one that's gonna be looking for you. In the nighttime in the daytime with the flashlight, because the Hermit is Virgo energy. So I said what I said, and look at this Queen of Swords underneath. Somebody got somebody blocked, or somebody yelled at somebody have a sharp tongue. They still desire you. Let's see, deepest desire. What's your deepest desire? Because Spirit said, what's your motivation? What's your intentions? What's your deepest desire? Now I want to be nosy. Your deepest desire is to move on to calmer waters, a calmer place, a calmer way of living. Right, to get more spirit. Your deepest desire is to actually let spirit lead you. Let your friends help you to be logical about this move, scientific about a move. Okay, not every move is a calculated step. No, that's right. Your deepest desire is to move on to calmer waters. I like that. Dreams becoming reality. It's like you can afford it. Whatever it is that you're dreaming about, it could be your dream car, your dream house, your dream partner, whatever it is, your dreams becoming a reality. Spirit said you can afford it. Spirit said make sure you pay yourself first though. Okay? Look, it might not be a quick fix to getting this dream to a reality, but you can afford it. That means you got time, you got effort, you got everything that you need. Magician energy. You can afford it. Pentacles, time or money, or tools. Could be time, money, tools. You got it. But make sure that you take care of yourself first in the situation. You can afford it. Dreams becoming reality. At the start of the day. Remember, you only got 24 hours. So in the morning, wherever you are, tonight, wherever, 24 hours from where you are. You got 24 hours. At the start of your day, get on it. Your dream can become a reality. You can literally start placing things, taking the first steps. Waxing crescent energy, taking the first steps. Using action, actually having action that Mars energy. Being assertive. Spirit said be assertive. At the start of the day, be assertive. Sensuality. Who needs to be more sensual? Who needs to be more sensual? Because somebody's sugar daddy, sugar mama wants some sugar. Y'all don't want to give them no sugar. Who needs to give somebody some sugar? Queen of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Or a female. A woman. Be more sensual. Let your hair down. Okay? Be loose. Loosen up. Yes, let's go add fuel to the fire, baby. Let's go get the grand rising. Let's go get you the grand rising. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Wink, 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 wink. Let's go get you the grand rising. Be more sensual, outgoing. Yes, loving, compassionate, sexual. Touch more. Somebody needs to touch. Somebody needs to change their undercloth. I told you something about the way you dress. So it could be if somebody wearing granny panties, you might need to go buy you some new panties or go buy you some new boxer briefs, whatever it is. But yeah, it's gonna be like they unwrapping a gift. Look, they said they go dig in. They go get dirty and dig in. Okay, let me find out. They go get dirty and they go dig in. Three of Pentacles. This go come together. You can work together then. It'll be a done deal. That's all you got to do is buy some new drawers, touch on them a little bit, and you go get the sugar. You go get the sugar. Let's see. Interest. Somebody's hiding from something that they interested in, or somebody that they interested in. Who is this hiding? Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. And it could be so many things that got them hiding. Interest. The interest is one of the interest is the root. Somebody's interest. That's what I'm saying. That's that crush energy, like standing out. That's why Spirit said, let go of fear of embarrassment. Look, set concerns aside and go approach that person, because what you want you too. So you can't be scared. The interest is the root. Now all you got to do is move forward. Be assertive. Your curious spirit, be assertive. Look, the wise fool. Okay? Be wise. Don't try too hard. And if the past come up, because some people got past energies that's still hanging around in the background, okay? They trying too hard. The past trying too hard. Spirit said be conscious, because they'll try to challenge. Like if somebody's trying to get out of a situation, they gonna have challenges to get out that situation. It could be either a past person that won't give up, or just some things that they need to legitimately like let go of. So let's see. Use to connect. What do you need to use to connect with this person? What do you need to use to connect? Spirit shows what we need to see to this person, place, or thing. What do you need to use to connect to this person, place, or thing? All you need is that Two of Cups energy, an unexpected encounter, a chance Chance. All you need is a chance. Okay? All you need is a chance. Getaway. Yeah, a chance, a getaway. All you need is some quality time. All you need is some give it your undivided attention. That's how you connect. Okay? I like that energy. New identity, like show up different. Remember that chariot energy that came out in the beginning? The chariot energy, the red card came out waiting on the chariot but uninterested. Right? Spirit said all you got to do to connect is give them your undivided attention. Show up different from red to the blue. Communicate a little bit more, a little bit better. Right? Stand in your truth. Okay? Quit acting all shy and coy. Act like you're interested if you're interested. Mm-hmm. Nurture your dream. What can you do to nurture your dream? What can you do to nurture your dream? Pure, clean, and clear thoughts. Keep pure, clean, and clear thoughts. That's how you're going to break through. That's how you go become the champ. Okay? Keep pure, clean. Look, the answer is yes. The answer is yes. You can have it. Now, let's get to some of this old weird energy because the devil did come out. Blame came out twice. Jealousy came out twice. So let's see who trying to put the blame on somebody. Who playing the blame game? We got Libra, Aquarius, and Queen of Cups, Scorpio. Somebody that's at a crossroad, in pain, yelling. Somebody don't know how to talk to somebody. Childish communication. Somebody who pride is raging. Somebody they already talking to somebody else, or they talking to somebody, or need to talk to somebody. Blaming. They blame. I told you somebody was blaming somebody for like, I cheated because of you. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever type shit. People have something to do some of the strangest stuff. But yeah, that's who's blaming. Blaming. What about this jealous person? Who jealous? Who jealous? I don't know why they jealous. They jealous because they ain't gonna be able to win. They foolish. They foolishness is causing them to come up short. Jealousy is causing them to come up short. Look, trying to keep you confused. Libra energy. Libra is definitely jealous. Libra that came out. Libra is going through the blame and jealousy. Libra. Who is this Libra? Who is this Libra? This Libra was the worst mistake ever. The worst decision you could have ever made. A diabolical person. Somebody that's discombobulated. Somebody that's kept you in a debacle. Somebody that kept you confused. Kept you as a choice. Kept you as an option. They ain't never take direct action towards you. Wow. This dilemma. And that Eight of Swords energy dilemma came out. And the only thing I could think about was that Nelly and Kelly Rowland song, Dilemma. Remember, she was driving around in her boyfriend, or she let somebody else drive her boyfriend's car, or something like that. Dilemma. Discombobulated debacles. You know what I'm saying? Who is in a dilemma? Kelly Rowland, Nelly dilemma. Let's see that. Kelly Rowland, Nelly dilemma. Or who's just going through the worst thing they could have been going through. In a dilemma, need to make a decision. A Boolean operator. Remember it's either yes or no. Think of the pros and cons. Who is in a dilemma? Spirit, show us who we need to see. Who we need to see. Scorpio energy. Somebody with a young mind. Somebody that tried to keep somebody as a pet. Somebody still doing childish things. Six of Cups. Somebody from the past, right? Just that person that won't let the ex go. Somebody letting they new boo drive their ex car, or vice versa, something like that. Anything else on this Six of Cups energy? It's in a dilemma. No magical solution. Black clouds. Don't move slow and make this a new connection. If somebody's in a dilemma, you're going through some hard times in your head, that Nine of Swords energy, it came out with the catch, right? Gemini energy. It's no magic solution. But when you get that download, spirits, when you make that connect, that Two of Cups energy, use your instincts. Don't move slow, and you go get the ultimate gratitude. We got Cancer, Gemini, Pisces energy on the board. You're in a dilemma. You might have been in a bad headspace, in a bad space. Feminine energy, earth sign, water sign, or female. Spirit said when you get the download, don't move slow. You got solid instincts. You're gonna have something that's intimate, wish granted, and it's something that you'll be able to be grateful for. Awesome. Introduce additional info. Who is introducing new info? Who is introducing new info? Gemini energy. Could that be me? Gemini energy gave you some new information that you needed. What's the info? Well, it could be somebody on your job. Ten of Swords is career. Police. It could be police, okay? If you're going through any kind of court situation or whatever, and you've been going through it for a while, because it ain't go get took care of quick. Somebody's introducing some new info. What's the info? Ooh, tap on the shoulder. Ten of Swords, tap on the shoulder. Five of Pentacles, new info about a lack, a change, or some drama. Or it could be new info about what somebody was playing. Somebody could have been playing a game, playing with somebody for money, playing new info. Like I said, somebody got a sugar mama or a sugar daddy that don't want they want some sugar and they don't want to give them no sugar. That's some info. That's why they act like that. That's why they act cold towards you. Unassuming. Things coming to a head though. Spirit said use your head. And be cautious. Look, do some seeking. Find out for yourself. Do some seeking. It's coming to a head. Let's see. The eye of the storm. The eye of the storm, Spirit. Spirit said, be dignified through the eye of the storm and lean on your spiritual knowledge on your higher self, not your high self. And speak the truth. Spirit said, be aware of being so direct, though, because that could cause a misunderstanding. Right? But speak your truth. I feel like you need to just, the way that you say it. Seeking a buyer. Somebody's seeking a buyer. Move past word, yeah, because they need some money. Right? Seeking a buyer. That's the merchant. The Six of Pentacles is the buyer and the seller, right? So somebody's definitely, so Spirit said, quit worrying about it. It's on the way. If you're looking for something to buy, if you're looking for a buyer, somebody to buy that, I'll buy that for $1. Spirit said, move past the worry. Somebody's on the way. You might just don't know where they're coming from. Seven of Pentacles, external factors, or, it's going to come from somebody external. 6 and 13, 4 Pentacles. Yeah, and it might be from somebody that you actually was holding back from. Wow. Somebody holding out for a better option. More money. Somebody holding out for more money. Yeah, Spirit says that is not wise.